We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
This is Cheapseat Reviews.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Cheapseat Reviews, the podcast that explores the Hollywood film industry for the greater good.
The greater good.
Oh, that's right. Sam's not here. This is episode 199. We have arrived. 199. And tonight...
99 episodes of Show on the Wall, 199 Boss. Show.
Yeah, sure. That works. Oh, stop. Okay. Anyway.
Camera time.
Weird noise. Phone. You good? Okay. Episode 199, and tonight we're talking about Magnificent Seven, the 2016 Magnificent Seven. I am Sean Allred. Oh, no, that's a shame. Then this will be really different for you. I am Sean, and joining me tonight is Andrew Log Cannon for the Win Jimison.
Hola, compadre.
You're gonna do that weird little dance that Chris Pratt did in front of the Mexican guy. That's actually how I dance, by the way. Whenever we go out dancing, my wife and I, that's just how I do it. And corny, white people food is for the dogs. Logan.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay. It was the only food reference in the movie, and I thought it was funny. But
Sure. I really hoped I might be Vincent D'Onofrio's character.
If you want to try his voice, I'll say a prayer for you, a little prayer though. You do that the whole movie, the whole show.
I'm gonna kill you, Sean.
There you go.
Go.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Sam. If he's not here tonight, he is somewhere else. But I'm sure he would threaten me in some horrific way. So let's pull up a chair and dive into this movie. Like I said, 2016's what's I just say? The Magnificent Seven, and directed by Antoine Fuqua.
Valdez.
He has directed many a film.
I was going to say, I think I've made fun of that name before.
We have. We've seen one of his movies before. We did Olympus Has Fallen for the podcast.
Ah, that's right.
And so we did that one, and we did, excuse me, and we did Shooter. Wait, same Shooter? Yeah, same Shooter.
It reminds me, his name reminds me of the Austin Powers scene. He's got the twins, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, I'm Fuka you.
Oh, right.
Fuka me.
Yeah, he did that. He did the King Arthur remake, which was not very good. We did Tears of the Sun, which I did like. He did Training Day, Bait, The Replacement Killers. But we've seen Shooter and Olympus Has Fallen, and now The Magnificent Seven. So he's probably our most prolific director of the podcast, I would think. Maybe, I don't know. And he's doing The Equalizer 2 in post-production will be out next year. So he likes him some Denzel Washington, but who doesn't?
My man.
So I was excited to do this movie. That's why I put it on the list to do. A lot of times, whenever I see a movie that gets dumped onto Amazon, which is this is on Amazon Prime, not Netflix, and I'm like, I want to see that. Do I want to see it for the show, or do I just want to watch it? And I'm like, I'll do it for the show. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad that we did. And so Andrew, help us out. What is the Magnificent Seven?
In the Old West, 7 gunmen gradually come together to help a poor village against savage thieves.
Okay. That's not quite right, is it? I mean, I guess it is, but
I don't know that it's savage thieves. It's more of a corrupt landowner.
Right. Like Savage Thieves makes it think like it's hustlers or Indians or something.
Yeah, shut up, Steve.
Right. Wait, what?
I said, shut up, Scoop Steve.
Yeah, okay, I thought that's what you said.
Right. I guess, well, it's they stole and they were very violent about it. So it kind of works.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of works. It's just, it's still bad wording. It's still, a corrupt whatever. But that's a trope, right? I mean, that's like every other Western where it's a corrupt businessman from somewhere wants to come in and take all the land for the railroad or the land for the gold or the land for the farming or whatever, and we got to send in our goons and take care of stuff, and then the local folk get mad and they rise up and win the day. So,
that's when I send in munitia to take care of everything.
Right.
I get on my giant spider.
Munitia. That was his gun lady, and then he had Lip and Rita who could read lips from a telescope.
Lip and Rita, yeah.
You do a really good Southern Cajun accent kind of there, Andrew. I'm actually impressed.
Well, I do declare I do eat lots of Cajun food.
Oh, is that what it takes? You just have to eat Cajun food?
That's where it comes from.
Oh, okay.
So, because you'll see, Andrew is a Southern leader. And I swear by the grace of God, we will have a good show.
Was it last week on this show that we all decreed that we want to do Wild Wild West solely so that I can cap out, don't bang on a white lady's boobies at a big redneck ball? Was that last week? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
it was.
Because if we do Wild Wild West, which is it streaming? If it's streaming, I mean, Corny, you watched it not that long ago.
It was.
It was. I'll do research.
Yeah, justwatch.com will let you know if it's streaming. If it's streaming, then it needs to be added to the list because that movie is just special in so many ways. So many ways. Don't drum on a big lady's boobies and a big redneck ball. Oh, I love it. All right, so, but none of that happened in this movie, which is, of course, The Magnificent Seven. I had never seen the remake, or the original, I should say. I've not seen the original. I've only seen this version, so I don't have anything to compare it to other than other Westerns of the day. Had any of you guys seen the original one?
I unfortunately have not, but the music from the original I love.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of iconic.
Oh, yeah. Do-da-dee-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. That's a nice.
I think I even played it in band, like in high school band or something.
Probably a marching band. That was the thing that we played.
No, I wasn't marching band. I think it was literally like we did a suite of thematic like marches in concert band, and I remember that bum bum ba dum bum ba ba da dum bum bum ba dum. I remember playing that specifically.
Oh, okay.
Why the baritone part had it, I don't know, but we all did. Anyway.
Did you hear that theme in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the very end, in the very last credits.
Very end.
Which, again, I'm okay with because they kind of want to separate that they're different movies in that I kind of feel like, you kind of have to earn it. Like I mentioned that like Michael Giacchino did for Star Trek. He didn't play the Star Trek theme until the end credits because he felt like you had to kind of earn it. You got to get through the movie to earn it. And, ooh, weird noise. And, good Lord. There's like a tiny helicopter in the system. You hear that? Oh, yeah, of course I hear that. I should note that I am in a hotel room somewhere outside of Minneapolis, Minnesota right now.
Minnesota.
So that sound that you hear is actually the air trying to find warmth. It just wanders around in corners of hotel rooms
when we left Charlotte, it was like 63 degrees. When we landed, it was -3. I mean, that's a shock to there's no way you can prepare for that for a plane trip. So
I think I would rather set my balls ablaze than to have to spend time in negative degree weather.
Well, as soon as you get in the car and you turn the heat on, it wasn't that bad. And then we just drove to the hotel, and the hotel room's pretty toasty. So, and our work site is indoors, so it's all right, not that bad. Anyway, no one cares. My point is that this movie is this movie. So, Andrew, I guess I'll let you start your initial thoughts on the 2016 Magnificent Seven.
Well, I have seen this now 4 or 5 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think I saw it once with my father-in-law, who enjoys a good Western. And then I may have seen it with my dad, maybe watching bits and pieces. And then I've watched it maybe twice in the past, in the past 6 months. And then I watched it again yesterday. So I'm very familiar with the movie, with the premise of the movie, and I think the story is told well. I think that as far as the story itself and the portraying of the story, I think is done well. I don't like the Sarsgaard character. I just don't like him as an actor. He's been in Green Lantern.
Yeah,
and
Green Lantern's the only thing I can think of.
I think that's the movie that really tainted him for me.
You said taint.
I did say taint. But other than that, I enjoy the movie. It's just full of action. There are some things that I think are historically inaccurate, as far as costuming and clothing that they would probably have worn. But that's the nerd in me coming out. For instance, in the 1800s, a girl's breasts would have not been hanging out of her blouse, no matter where they were. And if we were to take the movie back and rewind it, as if people actually rewind things now, but and go to the scene where they're in the saloon and got the prostitutes in there, mm-hmm. They're actually more covered than the main character is in the first couple of scenes.
Yeah, well, I do know that they would often have corsets that would lift and separate. Well, certainly shelve those bad boys. So I don't have a problem with that. I mean, again, we're making fun of the Wild Wild West bit. I mean, those things were out for him to drum on, but it was the fact that she was kind of walking around with her in like an undershirt that was sort of buttoned. I mean, this movie, it's a dude movie, right? There's a lot of dudes in this movie, and she's like the only woman that has a line besides the woman what sewed up Lumberjack Bob's, jacket. I don't remember his real name. The Kingpin, his jacket. And she says D'Onofrio, yeah. She says one line. Otherwise, there's no women in this movie that matter. It's just a movie full of dudes. It's just a world of dudes, and so I guess they felt like they needed to we gotta bring up the sex appeal a little bit by having this cute girl with her bosom kind of appearing. So
what more do they want? They had Denzel.
Well, it's true. He did have that pretty gnarly mustache. So
that looked weird.
It did look weird. It didn't look like mutton chops to a mustache. It just looked like he just didn't shave his cheeks, but he shaved his neck. But I guess,
is it just me, or is Denzel one of those? I mean, I think he's a brilliant actor, but is he one of those characters, much like Kevin Costner and Sean Connery, that they don't do accents? Like you get what you get.
Well, no, I take it back. Now, he does slight variations on his voice in an accent. In the Fences movie, it was kind of New Yorkish, but it was still Denzel.
Right.
In Philadelphia, that was just straight Denzel. So no, but yes, it's kind of weird.
But in fairness, we've not asked Denzel to do a lot of movies that would require him to. he's never been Morgan Freeman where he's having to play a 16th century Moor, like in the Robin Hood movie. We've never asked him, saying like Denzel doesn't do period pieces, so it's not like he needs to. I mean, he's from Kansas, right? He's a northerner from Kansas, because they even refer to him as a blue, as a Yank. So the fact that he doesn't have a southern accent doesn't bother me, because he wouldn't. Ethan Hawke, on the other hand, does have an accent, and I thought his southern accent was actually really good. His Louisiana accent, I thought was actually really good, because most people, when they do southern, they just sound dumb. And that's just because we live in the South and we know what dumb redneck South accent sounds like.
Cornelius didn't say that. He didn't say it at all. I just want to make that clear.
No, I did. No,
I hear those sounds every day.
Yeah, I mean, I do too. And I live in South Carolina, so yeah. So, but I kind of see what you're saying, but his lack of accent didn't bother me.
Well, it didn't bother me. I just thought I would bring attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Pratt didn't have an accent either. He was just doing Chris Pratt, but.
I feel like if Christopher Walken were in this movie, he'd still be.
Yeah, well, he's done a Western. He did that really crazy, dumb Bruce Willis movie where he talked like this the whole time. You make Christopher Walken not do Christopher Walken, and then why do you have Christopher Walken? So anyway, anything else, Andrew?
No, I think I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the movie.
All right,
and I'll probably watch it again.
Okay, cool. Corny.
I have not watched it as many times as Andrew, but I have certainly given this at least, I think, 3 viewings. So, I don't know if it's just Denzel and Chris Pratt, but this is one of the first movies I've enjoyed in quite some time, where I was just like, oh, get to watch it again, and I gladly did. So, it's a slow, even pace for me, and when you need to have action, you had action. I think the dialogue was kept down to a minimum where you didn't need it. Just Denzel wearing black and being as calm as he could is just...
Yeah, and just being a cool MFer,
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That movie needed Samuel L. Jackson.
Well,
you don't even do the Magnificent 7. You do the Magnificent 2. You just have Denzel and Samuel L. Jackson going in that town.
That'd be cool. I like that. I'd see a movie where he was in a Western shooting bad guys.
Have you ever had a movie where Denzel and Samuel were in the same?
I don't think the film cameras could hold that much awesomeness.
I don't think they could.
Yeah, I mean, they barely contained Sam Jackson and Jamie Foxx in the same movie. I don't think they could do Denzel.
My man. My mother.
I just think it's really interesting that he and Ethan Hawke are again paired up in this movie, and that was pretty cool. Same director too, so obviously he likes him some Denzel and Ethan Hawke.
True.
Antoine Fuqua. They've worked, and of course he and Denzel have worked together a bunch of times with this, and of course Training Day, and The Equalizer. So.
Anyway, no, it's kind of weird. I mean, I don't have a lot to say about the movie other than the fact it's just a good, solid movie, and I'm certainly going to watch it again.
Right.
I just don't know when, but I'll certainly do it.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to watch it again for 2 reasons. One, I kind of want my wife to watch it because she likes Chris Pratt because she thinks he's hot. But I mean, I do too. So I'll probably watch it again with her. But also. So this is the dumbest thing ever, but this is just what it is. So I watched it, I'm in my hotel room last night, and I don't have good headphones. So I've got my kind of crappy headphones that I'm like not even my earbuds. It's just kind of a crappy headphone. And the TV that we're using, the remote, the volume control only goes up. We literally couldn't turn the volume down, and it was the second time it took 2 trips to the front desk to get a remote that would just change the channel. So I accidentally bumped the TV volume up, and so I was competing with my listening attention between the Olympics and this movie. So I need to go back and rewatch this movie just so I can get more dialogue because I missed some. And so I'm looking forward to that. So I really enjoyed the movie. There's some parts that I laughed out loud. I captured a few of those moments for the clippy clips. Vincent D'Onofrio's character, I freaking loved him. I wanted 20% more of him just in his weird voice. Never seen the original, so I don't know if he's channeling that from something else or if he was just like, this is just this voice that I'm going to do because this guy's kind of weird. And, as far as I know, he was the bear in The Revenant. As far as I could tell.
You make that comment. I think that bear's wearing people clothes.
That was a great line. I didn't capture that, but that was a great line. And I just like the fact that he's just so matter of fact about this stuff too. He's like, these men took my property, and I'm coming back to collect it. We got a problem with that? Nope, we're good with it. Okay, it's just I liked him. I liked him a lot. I liked Chris Pratt in the fact that he's kind of an asshole, right? I mean,
yeah,
he's a good guy. He's kind of Harrison Ford in Star Wars 1. Or Star Wars, not 1, but Star Wars A New Hope. He'll shoot.
He's also racist.
He is a little racist in this. But back then,
just a little bit racist sometimes.
Yeah, that's like being a little bit pregnant, right? It's the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But he's kind of an asshole, but he's a likable dude, and he does the sacrifice play, which spoiler, but you guys know that. He does the sacrifice play. I didn't expect that. I figured a few people would die. I did not expect 4 of the 7 to die, honestly. I did not see Ethan Hawke's character going out and his buddy Billy Rocks, which is just a cool name, by the way, Billy Rocks.
Yeah.
And I really didn't see Chris Pratt because he's Chris Pratt. He's Chris, Star-Lord Pratt. He goes.
I think that is true to the original from the conversation that I had with my father-in-law.
Actually, it's not, because his character is based off of Steve McQueen's character, who lives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
So, the director made that change, and I liked it. I mean,
Well, I was saying the having several people.
Yeah, and you would need that, right? Like it would be unbelievable if they all survived, or only one of them were killed. I mean, to have more than 50% of your team die in that kind of what happened is pretty actually believable. And I will say this movie once again proves my theory that if I don't take a lot of notes, that means I like the movie a lot. Again, only about 12 notes here. I lied, Corny. I was wrong. There is another food reference when our Native American man takes that deer, cuts a chunk of it out, and just gnaws on it. And I wrote, I can barely eat cooked deer, let alone raw.
Yeah. Heart.
Was that
heart or tongue?
I thought it was its tongue. What was it?
I thought it was this. Are you talking about the scene where Denzel meets the?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a heart.
Maybe it was the heart. I don't know. It was kind of flat, so maybe it was just a chunk of meat. I don't know.
Well, I got my breakfast. Y'all get yours.
Yeah, right. Start the cook fire going. Ugh. That scene made my skin crawl. Anyway, and then I also wrote, "Ha smart horse," when he tells his horse, "All right, horse, go on," and the horse just leaves. That was great. I like that part a lot. What a smart horse. I mean, even his horse was black. That's just cool. He's just a cool dude.
Horse was like, "I got you, dog."
Yeah, I got you. And then he used it later on to hide behind, and not as a shield, but just as a screen, to hide behind it. That's kind of smart too. There's just a horse over there. No one paying any mind to him. I did write that it just seemed weird that they never call a marshal or anyone else from the government. They just kind of keep it all local. But I guess that's probably how it was back then to a point. But I still feel like you got a week. How about you telegram somebody? But maybe they felt like they didn't have a choice. I don't know. It wouldn't make for a very good movie then either if all they did was just call the cops.
Sam Chisholm shows up. No, we got people coming. All right, y'all have a good one.
Yeah, see ya. Marshall will be here, and I'm sure they won't betray you like these cops did. I'm sure they'll be fine. I did right. I wonder how they did that horse tripping stunt. That was pretty cool when they did the line. Pull the line and the horse tripped and the guy fell off. That was because you can't do that now. Can't do that in real life.
Try harder.
Well, yeah, I guess you could try, but the point is we can't. Like when they filmed the original Ben-Hur with the chariot races and they needed the horses to fall, they put tripwire, and then the horses would break their ankles, and then they would just shoot the horse. Like, yeah, like the horse broke his leg. All right, well, you're dead. Speaking of dead, this is so weird. We were driving, so I'm in Minnesota, right? And we got done work a little early today, and we went to the Mall of America, which is really cool, by the way. It was very cool. Huge place, like not just a roller coaster, but like lots of entertainment options inside place. But on the way there, we literally saw a truck driving a flatbed trailer with a dead horse on the back.
Oh.
I swear. It was so weird. It's just the strangest thing.
I think up there they call them horsicles.
Horsicles. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, little frozen horse humor there. It's always
I can't do it fun. I just
No, you can't. We can't make this funny.
Maybe I can.
No piercer.
Yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I got something for this. Just like glue, it just doesn't stick.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was weird. Anyway, sorry.
Horsing around.
There you go. I'm actually surprised it took that long for that to happen.
Nay.
So Andrew, you made a reference to one of the things that you didn't like was that some of the clothing and stuff are not whatever. I'm actually I'm on the Goofs page on IMDb, and they have what's called anachronisms, where it's like things that are wrong due to the time. Like as the crew ride into the mining operation to score some dynamite. Really? To score some dynamite? Okay. A 45-starred American flag is flying on a wooden pole. That configuration flew from 96 to 07. In 1879, the flag would have had only 38 stars. So... Oh, yeah, here you go, Andrew. This is the beautiful widow's dress is very inviting to the viewer, but a respectable woman of the 1870s would never allow her upper torso, arms, or legs to be seen in public. That was a province of prostitutes.
Yep. Which is surprisingly how high school students dress on Valentine's Day.
Yes. Hi-oh.
Let's see. Character error? What? Oh, yeah, sure. When Faraday is telling the townspeople about Robichaux's history, he says that he had 23 confirmed kills at Antietam. Since both men were Confederates, he would have referred to it as Sharpsburg, not Antietam, because the North called them battles differently than the North referred to the town, and the South referred to the geographical landmark, like a river or thing. So, anyway. Some other moments. My point is that really the only thing that got me, and I'm seeing if it's in here. Some of the stuff is in the trivia about it. Was about the Gatling gun, and that yes, Gatling guns were real. Yes, they were devastating. They shot a powerful caliber, but it made it seem like the movie that one, the magazine that they used held hundreds and hundreds of bullets, and they didn't. And two, that thing was like pinpoint accurate. Like, shoot the people over there in that building that we can't see from this hill. Okay, and would kill 5 people. Oh, and shoot over there that building that we also can't see. Okay, and then 5 people die. So I mean that part was a little strange, but again, it was a pretty devastating weapon of its day. That was really the only thing that bothered me, honestly, in the movie. I mean, truly. There might have been some other stuff, but I didn't really notice it. My last note was, welcome back to the dead people town, kids. Like, come on back. There's 150 dead people here, but come on back and play some stickball. We'll be fine.
I did wonder, like, most of those buildings are now trash that you're going to have to rebuild. Mm-hmm. So it might have just been simpler to take the $20 and go somewhere else.
Right. But it was weird. Like, and that was the thing. Okay, to your point, or Corny's point, I remember about Skarsgård and his character. One, the actor, I didn't like his portrayal. I mean, I guess he's supposed to be a psycho, so he looks like he's bored, but he looked weird the whole time, and maybe that's supposed to be a thing, but I don't know. But it's like he doesn't give them an opportunity to actually take his offer, right? I gave you $20 for an acre, and that the pot's not getting any sweeter. And then he rounds them up, burns the church, and shoots like 5 people. Like, wait a minute, like can you keep people calm? I bet you if you didn't do those horrible things, they probably wouldn't have raised an army and tried to kill you or kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if you just offered them more money, maybe they wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, his character was dumb. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'll likely kill you in the morning. Yes.
He was a bad guy. I wrote a lot of tropes for this movie. A lot of tropes, like Old West trope. Bad guy he bought the sheriff, and he owns the town. Like, that's a trope. Music stops when when the hero walks into the saloon. There was hold on. I gotta get my phone. Gotta wake it up. Come on. There was shoot. Where is it? Why don't I have this? No.
Oh.
Why is that so quiet? Yep, we had a montage. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was. What was that? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry. That was just a funny noise.
Hey, you know what we should do, like, every 50 episodes? Is go, what's in Sean's...
what's in Sean's phone, yeah.
How, in the name of Zeus's butthole?
There we go.
Guess what I did the other day, guys?
Well, what'd you do?
I watched National Treasure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What? Oh, you don't like National Treasure?
I forgot how bad it was.
I like the movie. I don't like him, though.
Oh, I think it's fine. It's a fine movie.
He bothers me.
He should.
Yeah, that's fair. I just realized that I didn't play the intro to the podcast for the clip for the movie. Oops. I'll play it in our clips section.
No, you did.
No, I didn't. I just went straight into the music. I didn't play the actual intro clip that I captured for the Magnificent Seven.
Sorry. I thought you said you didn't play the intro. I was like, you played our intro. You didn't play the movie.
Yeah, I didn't play the movie intro. That's all right. I'll play it when we do clips. It's fine. It's fine. I wrote Sharpshooter is troubled / haunted by his past. There you are in... What? There are you... There... The... What? The are you in... Oh, yeah. The are you in trope. Gosh, I didn't know what I wrote. That didn't make sense. Like, we got something difficult coming up. Are you in? Well, I guess I can't let you go by yourself. I guess I'm in. And then they pass a bottle of something, like every movie does this. Armageddon did it. Heck, Serenity did it, right? It's like, who are you in? And then Jane Cobb says, Preacher Book used to say, or Shepherd Book used to say, if you can't do something smart, do something right. And then he passes the bottle of alcohol. So that's a trope. And then the Han Solo trope where the guy has to come back in the last minute to save the day. So it would only have changed if he came running in going, Yahoo, now let's blow this thing and go home. So I don't know what else to say about the movie. I mean, it was a good Western, I thought. I liked it a lot. I had a good time with it. You guys, anything else you want to say about it? We can do clips or maybe that'll spark something.
Yes.
Which?
Sorry, that reminds me of so I watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Well, not anymore. They're kind of on a hiatus, but there's a Vegeta. Vegeta is also Vegeta is the Vegeta's father, the son, and the planet. So one of his minions comes in and goes, Frieza's threatening to kill Vegeta. And King Vegeta goes, me, my son, or the planet? And the guy goes, yes.
Right. Nice. Yeah, that's confusing. Way to go, Dragon Ball Z, to make things confusing in a cartoon that doesn't need to be confusing. Okay, here we go. Little clippy clip. So this was supposed to be the intro.
What a merry band we are. Me a gray, Chisholm a blue, Billy a mysterious man of the Orient, drunk Irishman, a Texican, a female and her gentleman caller. This is not going to end well.
There you go. I like that. Thought that was good. Just a little recap, sort of. Not a recap, but like this is what's happening. Did I play it? Yeah, okay. Did I hit the right lever, the right button? I don't know. That seemed quiet. All right, number 2, or technically number 1.
So you seek revenge?
I seek righteousness, as should we all. But I'll take revenge.
There you go. I'll take revenge. I tell you what, I really liked that they saved Denzel's kind of backstory, his motivation for this whole thing, till the very end. Like, we don't really get, we get one hint of it about, from Ethan Hawke, because Ethan Hawke knows him. But, we don't really get anything from it. And then at the end, and he pulled that scarf off, and, basically he survived a lynching because of this man. Like, yeah, I get it. Totally get it now. And you kind of figured something was like that was the reason for it, but you weren't 100% sure. But yeah, shit got real. So I liked it. I like that part. I can't wait.
No, speaking of that scene, so you finally get that, and it's a great reveal. And you're right. That I'm glad they waited. But the fact that he, let's pray together. That whole thing, that was ice cold. But the fact that the guy still had time to pull out a gun and attempt to kill him after all that, kind of got me feeling like you missed your opportunity. You should have broken his fingers and just gone full on Batman on him.
Right. Well, I actually thought when you hear the gunshot, I actually thought for a moment that he got him. Like, I thought that the bad guy was going to hit Denzel, and then Denzel's just kind of look at him and then kill him in some way, and then they were just going to die together. I actually didn't foresee, Cutie Mc sharpshooter back there to shoot the bad guy. Which is kind of a risky move if you think about it, because, he gets shot in spasms and still pulls the trigger. He still could have killed Denzel. In fairness, but anyway. Clippy clip number 2.
Who's she? Joan Bart.
My name's Emma Cullen, and this is my associate, Teddy Q.
Well, I do have an affinity for shiny things. Is it difficult?
Impossible.
How many you got so far?
2.
What, them?
You and me.
I like that. You and me. Okay. So I entitled this clip, What Did They Say? Once again, let's play the game of Sean can't understand when people talk, so let's see if we can figure it out. You ready? Here we go. 7 seconds of I have no idea what happened.
Sight to see even with a storm on our backs.
Rain ain't no more wind.
What we lose in the fire, we will find in the ashes. That's right.
Okay. I got that part. What we lose in the fire, we'll find in the ashes. I got that part. All right?
Okay.
All right. So we're good with Ethan Hawke,
Sight to see even with a storm on our backs.
Sight to see you with the straw on our backs?
I would say skin on our backs. I don't know. It's,
I thought you said nice to see you with a storm at our backs.
Oh, okay. Let's try that again.
Sight to see even with a storm on our backs.
Okay, there it is. Storm on our backs. All right. See, that makes sense. All right. So now, what does Denzel say?
Rain ain't no more wind.
What?
Backs.
Rain ain't no more wind.
Anyone?
Is he singing a song?
I mean,
Our backs.
Rain ain't no more wet.
no idea. I had no idea at all. I'm gonna play the whole thing. Maybe we can get some context.
Sight to see, even with a storm on our backs.
Rain ain't no more wet.
What we lose in the fire, we will find in the ashes.
Still no idea.
That sounds like a subtitles moment.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That was.
It sounds like he's trying to say something about rain. Maybe he said rain ain't over yet. Or
Oh, maybe yeah. Rain ain't over yet. Maybe that's what he says. Oh, look at you, Andrew. That's
storms at our back. Rain ain't over yet.
Rain ain't over yet. I think you're right. That makes the most sense over the little.
All right.
Over the brr, thing that. Wait, is
well when you teach high school, you have to get used to.
Did I see that right?
High schoolers mumbling all the time and not really understanding what they say.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
I have a 5-year-old, so I still have to translate sometimes for him. But,
I'm sure that he speaks more fluently.
Ooh, I'm glad I paused that. I meant to. Apparently, the 7 Psychopaths poster and Magnificent 7 poster are very similar. Wow, they are very similar to each other. Because I was going to pull up that scene and actually do the what's it called, the subtitle on it, so I can figure out what he says. So, anyway, let's see. I'm real close. Hang in there. He's doing his thing. Oh, look, there's a scene where he's kind of foreshadowing. He's holding his neck. That's kind of cool.
I mean, the second time I watched that, I caught that scene, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, look at that.
I got to find, where are subtitles? Here we go. Subtitles English. Here we go. Good night. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I got to go back up. Here we go. Oh, sight to see. Yep, where the rain ain't. Wait, go back.
This moment of clarification is brought to you by Amazon.
Sorry.
Joe Pesci.
Sorry. Okay. Good night, Robichaud. Oh, sight to see, even with a storm on our backs. So we got that part wrong. Even with a storm on our backs. Yeah, rain ain't nothing but wet.
Okay, well, we were close.
Rain ain't nothing but wet. Well, we lose. What we lose in the fire, we'll find in the ashes. Okay, so now we've got that clarification. That helps, because that didn't make sense, but now it does. So, and see, and again, the sound guy in me is like, hey, director guy, and Anton, hey, I can't understand what Denzel said. Can we do that line over again so we can get it? Because I can't understand what he's saying. Like, those conversations happened. At least they should happen on set. I used to have those conversations with the director, but we were doing shit films. So maybe Denzel just says, "You're just gonna get what you get." All right, my man. Okay, here we go. I don't know. From now on, actually, when I hear "my man," I think of Momoa from Justice League when he's like, "My man, ride's not over, my man." And I like that part. That was cool. You weren't on that episode, were you, Corny?
I was not.
On Justice League. That's a shame. We had a good time with that. I actually liked it a lot better than the Superman versus Batman thing. All right. Moving on to the next clippy clip. Clippy clip. Number 4, this is entitled, this is D'Onofrio being fantastic.
Quite a batch of strays.
I'll say a prayer for you. You know, a little prayer.
I love it. Oh, a little prayer. Because D'Onofrio's a big dude, right? Like, They didn't just make him big for Kingpin. He's a big man. And I love the fact that he's making fun of his size. It just makes me laugh. Yeah, he's 6'4".
He's an inch taller than I am.
Yeah. And when he was playing Kingpin, probably weighed probably pretty close to the same, don't you think? He's probably 280, 270 in that movie, in that show, in Daredevil. What do you think? Anyway. He gained 70 pounds for his role in Full Metal Jacket. Jeez.
Holy cow.
That's not just a spare tire there.
I'm trying to see if it says anything about... he's left-handed. I was trying to see if it had anything about him for Kingpin, but it doesn't. Anyway, I liked him. He was great. I liked that line too. What's next? Something else about something. Oh yeah, this is funny.
Like being in one of them damn zoos.
Famous sarcophagus.
You read those in a book, or you just make them up as you go?
I'll try to use one-syllable words from now on.
What's a syllable?
The best part is that Chris Pratt literally is asking the question. He has no idea. All right. Last one, I think? Yeah, I think this is my last one. Number 6, this is in that moment where, are you in? And they all have to kind of say a little thing. I'm glad they didn't make the trope like extend out, like only 2 people spoke. Not everyone had to say a thing. But
You have my sword and my axe. Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that they do that in Lord of the Rings. You're right. They totally do. Here we go.
I knew that tomorrow was going to be a dark day. Now that there's one less of us, it's going to be darker. But to be in the service of others with men that I respect, like you all, well, I shouldn't have to ask for more than that.
There you go. I like it. It was very sweet. Sweet moment. All right, here we go.
And now for some more bad news. Ready?
Say a little prayer.
Say a little prayer for you. Trivia. Ba-da-da-da. The horse that Chris Pratt rode in the film was the same horse in War Horse. That's a working horse. I like it. That's kind of cool.
The workhorse. Yeah.
This made me sad. James Horner, who was the the film composer, worked on this film after he and Antoine Fuqua became close friends while making Southpaw. According to the director, Horner's team visited on him on the film's set in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 1 month after Horner's accidental death to deliver the completed score. Horner had been so inspired after reading the script that he composed the entire score during pre-production.
Wow.
Yeah. And I could tell 1,000% it was James Horner. It has that James Horner trumpet flair. I liked the score a lot. I thought it was really good.
Oh, yeah.
And not just because it was James Horner. I liked it. But I also have a thing for James Horner. And it makes me sad. And speaking of James Horner, almost each time there is a shot of Vasquez, the Mexican cue is heard, which is a reused cue, James Horner's earlier score from The Mask of Zorro. So, I like that. I like people when they do that. Also contains spoiler. So spoiler for Training Day. If you've not seen it, I know Andrew has, or Sam hasn't seen it, so it won't matter. When the same director Denzel Washington dies and Ethan Hawke lives. In this film, it's the reverse. Both characters are killed by quote unquote automatic gunfire. So there you go. That's it. That's the trivia I got. There was some more, but none of it was really any good. There's this.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Time for top 3. We're doing Denzel Washington films. Woo! All right. I don't know why I did that. Andrew.
Sorry. Okay. Oh, crap. You know when you click things you shouldn't click and...
You go blind.
Yep. Okay. I love Denzel Washington movies, as most people that have ever seen a Denzel Washington movie would say. I'm going to say a strong number 3 to The Book of Eli.
Okay.
My man.
I love that movie.
It's a great movie. We're going to go number 2 with Remember the Titans.
You're overcooking my grits.
And number 1, one of the first movies that really, really got to me. And I guess I was, gosh, I don't know how old I was. I guess I was in high school. Was a movie John Q.
Yeah.
Where his son needs a transplant, and he basically holds the hospital hostage because he wants to basically do everything he can for his son.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those movies that's really hard to watch, but it's such a great movie, and he does just a fantastic job.
Yeah, especially hard to watch as a parent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I was a senior in high school when that came out. So it was hard for me to watch then, so I don't know that I could watch it now.
Right. Okay. That's not your whole list. What you got left? Was that it? Was that all 3?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Somehow I missed one.
No, Book of Eli, Remember the Titans, and John Q.
Okay.
Ooh, John Q. Yeah.
Corny.
Yeah. All right. My number 3 is going to be Remember the Titans.
All right.
Oh, actually, I want to throw a honorable mention for Philadelphia.
Oh, sure.
And number 2 is where is it?
I don't know.
Oh shit! That's my movie. The Equalizer. I actually thought it was a really
yeah, that is a good one.
Fantastic flick there. And my number 1 is Training Day. In all honesty, all these are number 1s because it's Denzel.
Sure.
But no, Training Day was the first time I got to see an evil Denzel, and man, that guy's scary.
Okay.
All right. What about you, Sean?
Sorry, my wife just sent me a text to let me know something. I got super distracted. My honorable mention, which isn't a number, is Courage Under Fire. I really like that movie a lot with the Meg Ryan and the people in the war. Number 3 is The Siege. Really like The Siege, and your Bruce Willis and your guy that played Monk. He's in it too. Number 2, Crimson Tide, and my number 1. Actually, I'm going to switch that. Crimson Tide is going to be my number 1. Book of Eli is going to be my number 2. I think that's probably
actually. I know you just did that, but I remember what movie I lost. Glory.
Oh, Glory! He won best. He won an Oscar for Glory, right?
I don't think he did.
I thought he did. I love Glory. That movie is so good, and the soundtrack is great, and Matthew Broderick is really good. I just like it so much.
I want to throw another honorable mention in there when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, sure.
Nobody mentioned this. I thought maybe somebody would, but Man on Fire is another movie that, again,
it's a good movie. I have, yeah. Oscar won Denzel actor for best actor in supporting role.
Okay.
Yeah, and then best cinematography and best sound, all 3 won. Nominated for best art direction and best film editing. But it won an Oscar for Denzel. And I mean that scene when he's getting whipped for whatever reason, that scene just is hard to watch. Mm-hmm. It's just hard to watch.
Oh, I think also in that scene he actually got hit.
He did. He actually did get hit several times, and that's kind of I forgot Morgan Freeman was in that. That's kind of a thing that happens, right? Like when they did the Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel got hit one time too, and they said that he said that when he got hit, he went to his knees, and they said that was on one hit, let alone as many as whatever, as many as he actually was hit. I'm looking at the in the trivia for Glory. Morgan Freeman did all of his own stunts. That's kind of cool.
God can do that.
Edward Zwick claims that, I don't know who Edward Zwick is. Maybe the director. Yeah, he's the director.
Brother of John.
John Zwick, yeah. For the flogging scene, Denzel was lashed at full contact with a special whip that would not cut his back but still stung. For the final take of the scene, Zwick hesitated, calling cut to signal the flogging to stop as the result of Washington's spontaneous tear down his cheek. So, like, he was only supposed to get it like one or two times, and he kept going, and so Denzel just kept acting. And then probably the pain eventually just got to him, and that tear was real. That tear won him an Oscar.
Wow.
Yeah.
But his man back was on fire.
Edward Zwick was initially apprehensive about how his African-American cast would feel about this telling of a crucial part of their history by a young white Jewish director. To his delight and relief, he found his cast to be very affable and good-humored towards him, some of them even grateful that he was brave enough to tackle such an important subject. That's cool. According to Zwick, Matthew Broderick and Cary Elwes did not get along during filming. That's kind of funny. Ooh, you okay? Oh, jeez. You all right?
What was that?
Sorry. No, the Fred Pyatt Roberts and Ferris Bueller not getting along scared me.
They don't like each other. Anyway, that's our top three. And that's it. Now, time for the moment you've all been waiting for, whether you realize it or not. Actually, that's not true. We have one more little segment here. Sam sent me a text because I said, "Hey, are you able to?" Because he watched the movie, he just wasn't able to participate, but he sent in his little mini review. So as we're getting ready to give our out of 10, out of 10s. Sorry, he wrote, quote, "Wasn't a big fan of the movie. Denzel was good, but I think this was the first time Chris Pratt has been miscast. Didn't believe his story. Movie felt like a dress-up Western than a real thing. 5.2. So, Sam
well, obviously his name was drunk.
I thought Chris Pratt was great, but that's okay. And that's why we have, a difference of opinion. So Sam says a 5.2.
All right, Sam, if you hear this podcast, I'm going to find you. We're going to talk about this.
No, we're not. Or maybe we are. I don't care. We're seeing. All right. So, Andrew, you're out of 10, please.
I'm going to give this like maybe a 7.1.
Okay.
Kind of like it.
Corny.
I'm going to go with a 7.6. 7.62. I was still fairly pleased with it. I think I get a little bit higher because I like large ensemble movies as well. So like the Ocean's 11, so on and so forth. When I get movies like that, I tend to enjoy them a little bit more, especially if it's really good. Or fairly good, I should say.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm going to give it myself a 7.99. I liked it a lot. I really did. That was good. Enjoyed it. I can't wait to watch it again because I will. All right. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. The selection of our 200th episode movie. We have 11 entries. So thank you to all who participated in our little thing. So whoever wins this will get a gift card for $25 to a movie theater of your choice. So we have, like I said, 11 movies, and should I say what they are, or we just do it and go? Just do it and go, you think? Or should I say what they are?
Yeah, just say what they are.
Sure. All right, so we have on the list, we have Back to the Future, Krampus, With Honors, The Goonies, Wuthering Heights, Fury, 25th Hour, Rocket Man, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, The Arrival, and The Golden Child. And Corny, the note for The Golden Child I got was, because you started your show on an Eddie Murphy movie, I feel like 200 should have it one. So that was what the note came with that.
That's fantastic. I like the idea there.
Catherine, dear friend Catherine of the show, she actually threatened with 50 Shades of Grey and then changed it to The Arrival. So,
I actually, in honor of Valentine's Day, went with my wife yesterday to see the latest one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How was watching a porn with your wife?
Well, honestly, this one, I've seen all of them because that was kind of what we've done for Valentine's Day for the past couple of years because they come out on Valentine's and she has read those books and begged me to go along with her. And
you're a good husband.
And I'm a good husband. I try to be. So I did. And of the three, honestly, this one was decent. Like, I mean, the acting was terrible, but it had some action and it was kind of interesting. Action in a good way, not action as in more
bow chicka wow action.
I mean, both are good, if you know what I mean.
This one was nominated for like 4 Razzies, which is pretty funny. So
yeah.
You're a Razzie.
You're a Razzie. All right, so here we go. I told you this is how I was going to do it. So I said that Siri is going to pick the movie that we're going to do, so there's no bias at all, because you guys can see the list. So I was going to make sure that there was no bias. Oh, hold on, Siri. I'm not ready for you yet.
She's getting a little jumpy.
Yeah, she is. What is she about to say?
You tell Siri, calm down.
Siri, pick a number between 1 and 11. Boy, this is thrilling radio.
She's being a little stubborn.
Yeah, she's thinking.
The answer is 9.
9. Okay. All right. Well, 9. And Corny, you can corroborate because you're looking at the list. 9. I'll let you tell me. I don't want anybody to think that I'm being biased here. All right, Siri, pick that random. And what is number 9?
Oh, sorry. Is that the list that's down? Wait,
no, it's very top. Go to the very top to the right.
Oh, no. Come back.
I don't want anybody to be like, of course this is what the movie is because Sean picked it. No, Siri picked the number.
Very top to the right?
Yeah.
I don't see. Oh, to the right.
Letter O in the category or in the column. Column O.
Okay, sorry. Gummit.
Boy, the suspense is killing me.
Number 9. Nah,
that's what it is.
Not F.U. Siri. No, it's The Wrath of Khan.
Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Okay.
All right. So I actually can't think of a more perfect movie for us to do.
I could.
Than one of my favorite movies of all time. So there we go. That's next week, and it's streaming. I think it's streaming on Amazon. I can't remember. Well,
we shall find it.
Yes, we will. We shall find it, and we shall watch it, because we all have special skills. So that's it. So thank you to everyone who participated in the movie list game. I will let Jay Scott, who is the winner of that, know that he has won a gift card.
Jay Scott?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is heavy.
That's what she said.
Yeah, so, that's really cool. And it was funny because his original suggestion was Airplane, but then he said no, he wanted to do Wrath of Khan. We had okay, that helicopter's back. That's being weird. We had several multiple selections. Like one person would send in like 3 or 4 different things. The person that actually sent in for Fury was literally like a list of 7 or 8, and so I was like, I'm just gonna pick one. So. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we're doing next week. Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. I'm really excited. That's going to be flipping awesome. Please, everyone, come back to listen to that episode. I'm excited for it. That's our show. That's it. That's episode 199. Next week you got 200. All those that didn't make the list, your movies will get thrown into our pile. And as soon as they're streaming, we'll do them so that they get done. I did add Training Day to our list of movies to watch because Sam hadn't seen it, so we will be doing Training Day real soon. And we've got a couple others that people have requested recently that have been added to the list. The Circle and Chappie have both been added to the list because People wanted us to watch them. So I said, okay, we'll do it. So they've been added to the list. All right, that's your show. Gosh, that was fun. And I remembered to hit record, which is exciting. Because I forgot to do that last week. What a mess that was. Oh, wait, I was supposed to play this.
Wait, what's supposed to happen?
Oh, okay, there we go. That's right at 10. All right, so anyway. So next week, like I said, Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. Corny, did you find it yet, or did you not even, have you looked yet? You got
the look for what?
Never mind, I'll do it.
Bridges? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I got it. So in the meantime, cheapseatreviews.com is our website where you can go and look at some old films. Sam's been super busy, hasn't had a chance to update, but he will real soon. Maybe. There we go. So Twitter account is at Cheapseat Reviews. It's only on Stars. All right. Well, we'll get it. We'll find it. We'll watch it. Also go to Facebook page is of course facebook.com/Cheapseat Reviews. Leave us reviews, please. Leave us reviews. We need them kind of desperately. So go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, wherever. Leave us a review. We appreciate it. And of course, you can send your emails, your requests, your comments. You guys are the worst thing since sliced bread or whatever. To cheapseatreviews@gmail.com. I guess we can blame gluten or something for that. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
Horse meat.
Horse meat. So that's it. That's our show. Thank you so much for listening. Again, I'm really excited about next week, and thank you guys so much for supporting us for 200 episodes. So on behalf of Andrew, Sam, Corny, this is Sean saying thank you so much for listening, and good night.